Hello students, I welcome you all for today's class. Let us see chapter 7, algorithmic problem solving. Here we are going to discuss some strategies of solving an algorithm. So in this chapter, we can able to see what is mean by composition and decomposition. So I already explained you what is mean by composition and decomposition in a previous chapter itself. So the simple definition of composition means you have two different types of flow control. One is alternative, one is iterative type, another one is sequential order of solving the problems, which is called as a composition. So it can be divided into three types. And decomposition, so I already taught you, decomposition means a complex problem can be divided into different parts of the program. So each part you have to analyze and solve the particular part, so which is called as a function. You have to introduce the function name and variable name, then you can process the executable statement, and finally you can get the output for the particular part of the program. So finally you can able to combine all those whole problem, then you can get a proper output, so which is called as a decomposition. So here we are going to see the introduction. So notations of algorithms. So we already discussed a lot about that notations of an algorithmic program. One is pseudocode as well as flowchart. So before starting the program while typing in a computer, before that you have to do some rough work which is called as pseudocode or algorithm. So which help to analyze what is the main default arise in the problem. So solve all those things with the help of the pseudocode as well as algorithm. Instead of writing a pseudocode algorithm, you can draw the flowchart also. So here the definition of the pseudocode is, it is a notation similar to a programming languages. This is expressed in the form of algorithms, but pseudocode are not intended to executed by the computers. So this pseudocode or algorithm, you cannot able to type that particular sentence in the program. So program have a different languages. That languages alone you have to type in the computer. So no need of typing the pseudocode or algorithm in a computer. This is a rough work. You just write and see in your rough work for solving a problem. Then come to a flowchart. So the flowchart is a diagrammatic notation. We already see what is the shape of the start, end, like that. So it is called as flowchart is a diagrammatic notation for representing an algorithm. So it gives us a visual intuition of the flow of control, where you have to start, where you have to checking the condition, where you have to execute the program, where you have to stop. Everything will be in the form of diagrammatic notations. So here how the pseudocode is looking like. So pseudocode is nothing but a mix of computer language like construct and plain English. So it is looking like a plain English. So start the program, calculate the value of A and B. So that's why you have to write it in the rough work. So this notation not a formal or extract. Correct irukunu illa formal irukunu avasiyam illa. So what instruction you have to write, you can use that language. It use some building blocks of a program. So already discussed some building blocks. What are all the things? Variable irukunu, data irukunu. Then you have to initiate some of the composition method as well as decomposition method. Everything will be built onto a program. Such a variables and flow control. It allows the user to use a natural English for the statements and conditions. So any statements or condition, you can just use it as a normal English. How we can able to speak with others. So an algorithm expressed as a pseudocode form, but not in a computer to execute directly. So it is only a human readers, only for human understanding purpose only we have to write the pseudocode, not you have to type it in the computer. So we have already see the flowchart. So we can able to known as it is a diagrammatic notation for representing an algorithm. So it has a visual manner. So it has some different shape of boxes. We already know that rectangular box for simple statements. Diamond shape is used for conditions. Arrows describe the control flow where it passes one places to another place. So it is nothing but flowchart is a collection of boxes containing some statements as well as conditions. So here you can see the picture. So this is the normal statement. If you give any normal statement, you have to use this rectangular box. For any calculation purpose, you have to use this. Then another one is condition. For if you are checking the condition is true or false. Suppose if A is greater than B. So here I am checking the condition whether A true or B true. So if it is true means it will execute the true statement. False means it will execute the false statement. If checking the condition, you need to put like this diamond shape box. Then input and output, you have to use this rectangular box. Start and end and stop, you have to use this oval shape, which is also called as a special boxes. So look at the one of the examples. So enter, reading the value of A and B. Some values are initializing, checking the condition of R is greater than equal to B. Suppose if it is true means the process will continue. If it is false means just print the value of R and Q. Then it will be end of the statement. So this is the form of diagrammatic notations of a particular problem. So we already discussed what is composition. So it is a statement, is a phrase, commands a computer to do an action. So there are three types of control flow. One is sequential composition. Three varieties irukku: sequential, alternative and iterative. So already explained what is mean by sequential. It will be checking in the order one by one line. So which is called a sequential. Alternative means whether it is true, it will take the statement, only true statement, it skip the false one. So iterative means it will going on checking the condition till becomes true. True arukka varaiku check pannu, eppa false agudho adoda stop order. Let's see a sequential statement now. So only in this example, so in my program only two statements are there, statement 1 and statement 2. So first the computer will check the statement 1, automatically move on to the statement 2. So this is in the diagrammatic representation. So how to write this? So input statement as P, so statement, and output variable as Q. If you want to do the same problem as a decompose, so only one statement is there. So one composition is there. If you want to decompose, you have to split the statement as statement 1 and statement 2. So splitting of the statements into different forms, which is called as a decompose. By particular part I have to solve it, which is called as a decompose. So look at the example here. So starting the particular variables to statement 1, again reading the values, statement 2, then output. So I am going to split the statement into statement 1 and statements 2. So I am decompose the particular problem. So let's see an alternative statement. Already I told you what is mean by alternative. So checking the condition. If checking means you have to use the keyword if. If is a keyword. Okay, if is a keyword. So C is nothing but a condition. C is a condition. So this is statement 1. So if the condition is true, so if you are checking the condition is true, it will take the answer S1. If the condition is false, automatically move on to the S2. It will skip the statement 1. So if it is true, so this condition true means it will take statement 1. Else na, else kenna meaning na otherwise. Else இன்னொரு meaning otherwise. Otherwise na false statement தான் otherwise நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். அப்போ condition எனக்கு ட்ரூவா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு சொன்னாக்கா it will take only statement 1, it will skip the else part. Suppose the condition is false, என்னோட condition வந்து false ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா it will skip the statement 1, it execute else part. Otherwise part S2, so it will execute the else part. So else part is nothing but a false statement. So false statement which is called as a else part. So inga adha kuduthirukanga. So test whether C is true or false. C is true means do S1. Suppose C is false means otherwise do S2. S2 enna statement irukko adha dhaan execute pannom. Next we are going to see the conditional statement. If C, if it is true, it automatically go on execute the statement 1. ட்ரூவா இருக்க வரைக்கும் S எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். when it is false, it will stop executing the statement S. so test C is true or false. C is true means then do the statement S. என்ன statements இருக்கோ அதை பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும். பட் otherwise ஆப்ஷன் கிடையாது. ஸோ otherwise என்ற ஆப்ஷன் கிடையாததுனால it will stop executing the statement 1. ஃப்ளோ சார்ட் நம்ம கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ட்ரூவாக இருக்க வரைக்கும் தான் எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகும். ஃபால்ஸ்ன்னு வந்துருச்சுன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக இட் வில் ஸ்டாப் த ப்ரோக்ராம். So next we see minimum of 2 number. Though this is the specification of the program. Write a minimum of 2 number. So this is a specification. Specification means you have to mention the function name, particular variable. So you can take a input variable as AB, output variable as result. So a minimum of B. So which is a இங்க ரெண்டு வேல்யூ கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So 4 minimum of 2. இது ரெண்டுத்துல எது minimum பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2 is a minimum. Again -5 6. So -5 is the minimum value. So it will execute only the minimum value. So this is the specification. So algorithm எப்படி define பண்றாங்கன்னா, so specification of a program, variable, input variable. So input நீங்க mention பண்ணும்போது you have to use a double underscore. So input A and B, checking the condition if A less than B. A less இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் it will take A. இல்லை A வந்து கிரேட்டராக இருக்குது. ஸோ இந்த கண்டிஷன் ட்ரூவாக இருக்கணும். எப்போ ட்ரூவாக இருக்குன்னா A வேல்யூ கண்டிப்பாக லெஸ்ஸாக இருக்கணும். அப்போ தான் இந்த கண்டிஷன் வந்து ட்ரூவாக இருக்கும். A லெஸ்ஸராக இருந்தால் தான் இட் வில் பிரிண்ட் தி அபவ் எல்ஸ் பார்ட். இந்த பார்ட்டை பிரிண்ட் பண்ணும். சப்போஸ் திஸ் கண்டிஷன் பிகம்ஸ் ஃபால்ஸ். அப்போ A கிரேட்டராக இருக்குது, B ஸ்மாலர் வேல்யூவாக இருக்குன்னா கண்டிஷன் வந்து ஃபால்ஸ் ஆகும். ஃபால்ஸ் மீன்ஸ் இட் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி கோ அண்ட் எக்ஸிக்யூட் த எல்ஸ் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். This part will be skipped out. So it will print the result B. So அடுத்தது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லாஸ்ட் ஃபைனல் ஸ்டெப் print the result. ஸோ இது வந்து வேரியபிள் ரிசல்ட்டோட வேரியபிள் மென்ஷன் பண்ணுறதுக்காக டபுள் அண்டர்ஸ்கோர் வேல்யூ யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ A less than B. Then we are going to see a case analyze statement. This is another part. So case statement. It is generally used to multiple cases, not 1 or 2 or 3 cases. Multiple cases we have to use this analyze cases. So let's see some there is only one condition is not, but here you are going we have to check only one condition, but here we are going to check more conditions. Here C1 C2 C3 or more conditions. 3 conditions are there. 3 4 5 statements maybe belongs to that conditions. Let's see an algorithm. Here case is a keyword. This is a condition 1. இப்போ if வந்து எப்படி keyword சொன்னோம் அதே மாதிரி இங்கே case வந்து keyword. So case condition 1. So if it is true, it executes statement 1. If case 1 is true means execute statement 1. Suppose the case 1 is false means it skip out this particular part. It automatically move on to the case 2. Here also one condition is there. Again, this condition is true, it will execute statement 2. Suppose if it is false, it also automatically skip case, this is case 1 as well as case 2 will be skip out, automatically move on to the case 3. So it will check the condition. The condition is true means it able to execute statement 3. Again, if it is false means automatically takes the statement 4 value. So here also more condition we can able to check. In this algorithm only 3 cases are given, but we need to execute more number of cases. Multiple cases we can able to execute for the program. So next we can see example for a case statement. This is an example for a case statement. So compare is a specification. என்ன specification கொடுக்குறாங்கன்னா function name is a compare, comparing of 2 values A and B. So let's see the case 1. So A is less than B. So கண்டிப்பா A வந்து கம்மியான வேல்யூ தான் இருக்கணும் when compared to B. So if it is true, it will execute the result -1. இந்த condition எனக்கு ட்ரூவா இருந்ததுன்னா அவுட்புட்ல எனக்கு -1 கிடைக்கும். Suppose if B is greater, இப்போ B greater இருந்தா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா இந்த கேஸ் வந்து skip ஆகும். So automatically move on to the next case. இப்போ next caseல என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா A value and B value should be same. சேமா இருக்கலாம் or otherwise B values are initialized as, so here you can put double equal to. So if it is both are same, execute result as 0. கண்டிப்பா A ஓட வேல்யூ B ஓட வேல்யூ ஈக்குவலா இருக்கணும். இந்த சிங்கிள் ஈக்குவல் டு டபுள் ஈக்குவல் சைனான்னு நீங்க சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. அப்பதான் அது வந்து கம்பேரிசன் அர்த்தம். So A double equal to B na both the values A and B should be same. Same இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் this particular statement will be executed. Suppose A வேற நம்பரும் B வேற நம்பரும் இருந்தா it will skip out this particular result, automatically move on to the else block. Else blockல என்ன இருக்குன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா A is greater னு இருக்கு. So இப்போ இங்கே நமக்கு condition false ஆயிடுச்சு. அப்போ A வந்து greater னு நம்ம மாத்திக்கணும். So the result is 1. So this is the comparison and an algorithm of comparison of 2 numbers. So next we are going to see the iterative statement. Instead of if, here you can use another keyword called as while. while checking the condition whether it is true or false. If it is true means it is executed S value, false means it does not execute any value. அதுதான் எங்க ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Test whether C is true or false. If C is true, so do the S. Sல என்ன ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இருக்கோ அதை எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணும். Again go back to the step 1. இது வந்து step 1. This is step 1. This is step 2. So step 1, step 2 எப்போ எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்குன்னா this condition always true. True ஆயிருந்தா மட்டும்தான் it automatically move on to condition. If it is false, it does not execute the statement. இந்த condition எனக்கு false ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா statement execute பண்ணாது. Okay, so this is a simple iterative statement. So இதுக்கு ஒரு example என்ன சொல்லலாம்னா, so I will given the example for this one. So see students, this is an example of iterative statement. So I am initialize I value is equal to 1. So just I am going to declare the variable I value is 1. So I am checking using a keyword while. So while is a keyword. We should not able to change the keyword. So this particular part in parenthesis bracket, this particular part is called as condition. Okay, this particular part is called as condition. So I am changing the condition I less than equal to 5. Check the condition. First நம்ம வந்து false statement போகாம true statement நம்ம execute பண்ணுவோம். So I is the value is 1. I value is 1 less than equal to 5. So condition is true. So this is called as a statements. So இது ரெண்டுமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா statements னு சொல்றோம். நம்ம S ன்னு பார்த்தோம்லே அதுதான். So this two statements. So if it is true, it will print the value of 5. Now what is the value of I? Now I becomes 1. So it will print the output as 1. Another step. After printing the value of I am going to increment the value of I. So இப்போ iல வந்து 1 ன்னு இருக்கு. 1 plus 1. Now I value becomes 2. What is the new value of I? Now it becomes 2. Okay. Again check the condition. Yes. 2 is less than equal to 5. Condition is true. So again it will print the value of I. Now I becomes 2. So it will increment it. Now it becomes 3. So the new value is 3. So condition is true. It will print the output as 3. Again it incremented 3 plus 1. Now it becomes new value as 4. So 4 is also condition is true. So 4 is less than equal to 5. So it print the value of 4. Again it will incremented by 1. 5. 5 is less than equal to 5. Yes, less ஆவும் இருக்கு, equal ஆவும் இருக்கு. So it will print the value of 5. இப்போ I ல வந்து 5 இருக்கு, print ஆடும். Again 5 plus 1, now it becomes 6. Check the condition, what happened? 6 is less than equal to 5. So this condition becomes false now. If it is false, it doesn't execute the statement. False ana, it will stop executing the program. So this is my output. So such kind of transformation of this program which is called as iterative. Here you can put 50 times. So 50 times you have to able to print the values. So this is a iterative example. So I will give you a if condition now. So this is an example or alternative statement. So alternative statement example enna A20 B10. So take 20 greater than B is 10. So condition is true. True means it automatically print the value of A. So 20 in print out. So it automatically skip this else part. So automatically else part will be skipped. Suppose here I am going to change the condition. Less than na maathina அப்படினு சொன்னாக்கா, so automatically the condition becomes false. So you can change the symbol now. இப்போ நம்ம greater than ல இருந்து less than symbolக்கு மாத்துவோம். அப்போ 20 is less than 10 இல்ல. அப்போ condition வந்து false ஆயிடும். இப்போ false ஆகும்போது so this true statement will skip. இப்போ வந்து இது skip ஆயிடும். So this part will be skip. It will print the else part. அப்போ value என்ன இருக்கும் நமக்கு? B ல 10 அப்படின்னு நமக்கு print ஆகும். So this is alternative. Any one of the part will be skipped out. ஆனா iterative அப்படி கிடையாது. ட்ரூவா இருக்க வரைக்கும் எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகும். எப்போ எனக்கு ஃபால்ஸ்ன்னு கிடைக்குதோ அதோட இட் ஸ்டாப் எக்ஸிக்யூட்டிங் த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸ். So other part of the lesson we can able to see what is decomposition. I already explained you have to split it into different parts. Here one very interesting example is given. So please learn this example. If you learn, you can very interested, you can able to check. What is the question is given means consider the school going actions in the morning. Morningல நம்ம ஸ்கூலுக்கு வரும்போது என்னென்ன ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கோ. ஸோ கெட் ரெடி ஃபார் த ஸ்கூல், அதுதான் நமக்கு ஃபங்க்ஷன். அந்த கெட் ரெடி ஃபார் த ஸ்கூல்லே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எதெல்லாம் சப் ஃபங்க்ஷன் நம்ம சொல்லலாம்னா ஈட்டிங் பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட், புட் ஆன் க்ளோத்ஸ், லீவ் ஹோம். அப்போ கெட் ரெடி ஃபார் ஸ்கூல் இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த பர்டிகுலர் பார்ட் ஆஃப் த ப்ரோக்ராம். அந்த பார்ட்லேருந்து என்னென்ன சப் ப்ரோக்ராம் இருக்குன்னா ஈட்டிங் பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட், புட் ஆன் க்ளோத்ஸ், லீவிங் ஹோம். அடுத்தது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த ஈட்டிங் பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட்டே வந்து திரும்பவும் நம்ம ஸ்ப்ளிட் பண்ணலாம். எப்படி ஸ்ப்ளிட் பண்ணலாம்? ஸோ இஃப் யூ ஈட் இட்லிஸ் ஆர் எக் ஆர் பனானா. இஃப் யூ புட் ஆன் க்ளோத், இன்றைக்கி என்ன ஸ்கூலுக்கு என்ன மாதிரி யூனிஃபார்ம் என்ன கலர் யூஸ் பண்ண போகிறோம். ஸோ இட் இஸ் அ ப்ளூ ட்ரெஸ் ஆர் நார்மல் ட்ரெஸ் ஆர் ஷூஸ் ஆர் சாக்ஸ். If you want to wear ID card or not, இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா another part. So this type of expressing a program into a different parts which is called as a decomposition. ஒரு சின்ன ப்ரோக்ராமே இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பார்ட்டாக பிரிக்கிறதுக்கு பேர் decomposition. அதுக்கான முக்கியமாக என்ன இம்போர்ட் பண்ணணும்னா நீங்கள் ஃபங்க்ஷன் நேம் நீங்கள் கொடுக்கணும். decompositionக்கு you have to explain a very larger part which is called as a decomposition. The last topic is functions. I already explained in previous lesson elaborately what is mean by function. So you have a main program. That main program is divided into sub-algorithm, sub-program which is called as a function. So it is a problem decomposed into sub-programs. நிறைய sub-problems, small sub-problems ஒரு main problemக்கு நம்ம create பண்ணிக்கணும். Such examples is called as a function. So function is like a sub-algorithm. So specific property we have to initialize as well as any input property நம்ம கொடுக்குறோமோ. So desired output also we have to get. So proper input, so proper output we can get for main algorithm. Okay students, go through this lesson carefully. So do your assignment. For your exam you can learn only chapter 5 and chapter 6. In chapter 7 you no need to learn for the October test. You can afterwards you can learn for your November test, but this answer you have to complete in your classwork for correction. So next lesson we can see in the next session. Thank you so much students.